Welcome back, Lelanders, to a new episode of Clone Evolution. Hey, Steadfast, good morning. Now, today's episode, I was thinking, damn, I'm going to be on a road trip soon, so I really got to get some more Clone Evolution episodes done because it could be a little bit of a while break in between. So, let's see what we got for today. Looks like there's only 11 hours left to finish off these events. We got as much as the flowers as we're going to get. Not going for that one. The Fighters Carnival, oh, we still got to finish it off. So maybe we'll do that today. And the adventure. Now, I got some bad news about my trip packing. I noticed something was fishy. A lot of my packages from China, they kept arriving in like a week. I'm like, holy shit, man, this is record shipping time. Except for a couple. And I was like, why are these other packages taking so long? But the regular ones are just arriving in a week. Then I checked the shipping time, like the estimates on the tracking packages. Lo and behold, they've been stuck at Canada Customs Office for like 2 months. So the Canadian Customs Agency is holding my packages and not letting them through, like extra months. So I got a notification from eBay today. Guess what they told me? They're like, the Canadian government has new regulations where they're banning on other countries from sending products that contain batteries. So they're not allowed to ship anything with a battery in it. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So yeah, that's the new government regulation. They created a monopoly on importing booze. You're not allowed to do that without paying them huge taxes and import fees. Now the next import ban came on oil. So you're not allowed to like import barrels of oil without paying all these huge taxes. What else did they do it? They did it on medications, things like the injections and stuff. We're not allowed to order them from other countries, or else we have to pay these giant trade tariffs and all these customs and import fees. It's basically the government fucking over the consumers and turning us into like monopolies that they can exploit. It's really fucking annoying, right? So now all the batteries that I ordered for my trip, they can't come across the border. Well, they did, but they're blocked at customs. So now I'm looking at, oh fuck, now I got to reorder all my batteries for the trip, and I only got like a limited amount of time. So it's not the end of the world. I'm just going to have to import or order from Amazon instead, and Amazon will have to deal with the importing things. I'm sure they got a deal where they're allowed to import shit. So it's like, fuck, man. Now I'll be forced to shop at Amazon or no other choice. So it's not the end of the world, it just kind of sucks. Like, here I've been waiting for that package of batteries for, I don't know, 2-3 months. I just got the notification today that customs will not release it. So they had to ship it all the way back to China. Fuckers, man. I can't stand the Canadian government. That's really the opposite prophecy when you think about it. The Canadian government was really one of the best in the world for decades. And then all of a sudden, just before the great flip of opposites, they become into like this tyrannical dictatorship that takes away all your human rights, won't even let you buy things. It's like, that's one of the main human rights. I think it's Article 7 or 8. They're like, people have the right to buy things. You can't have a government come in and tell you that you're not allowed to buy things. Like, what the fuck kind of regulation is that? I get it. They're like, oh, lithium batteries, it could be dangerous. It's like, yeah, well, we've been shipping them for fucking like decades and we haven't had any problems yet. So why all of a sudden is there a problem? Because you have a new tax, that's why. Fuck. No, the main battery pack that I was ordering from China was one of those big ones so that you can like charge your cell phone like 100 times or whatever. So I was thinking that's what I would do, is just bring that and then hook it up to my solar panel. So anytime I needed to recharge my phone on the trip, I could just charge that or plug it into that pack, or all my camera gears or vape gear, whatever I need to charge, I can just charge it off this big battery pack. It's not that big. It was like, I don't know, the size of a computer hard drive or whatever. So yeah, that would have been very convenient, especially since my solar panel can probably charge it in 1 day. And the battery pack itself could probably last a week. So as long as I get one sunny day in a week, then I should be able to keep it charged. So I don't know. It's not that bad because I can just go to Amazon, order one locally, but it was like half the price from China. So I was like, fuck, man. I just ordered it from China really in advance to try to save money. The plan failed. Now that's life, though. A lot of times you make plans and only 1 or 2% of them work. Oh, son of a bitch. Didn't look like it had stopped on him. I totally thought it was, man. It hung on him for a good second or two. Wow. This morning I got a new kind of apple juice. Oh, go figure. Like, why the hell does this taste so good? Look what kind it is. No name. So the same kind of beer that's my favorite is also my favorite kind of apple juice. Go figure. I don't know if anyone's ever tried apple juice from No Name. It's a little bit more of like a fruit punch than just straight apples. Even though it says it's made from just straight apples. Naturally flavored. Like, I swear they added, yeah, it must be some sugar they added. Apple juice, vitamin C. Oh, they added caramel coloring. So I guess there's a little bit of caramel flavoring. Yeah, that's a tasty apple juice. Like, normally I find apple juice a little bit on the sour side, and that's like super sweet. Almost too sweet. I really should be mixing it with half water. I figured I would try the first container just on its own, see how it is before I start watering it down. Alright, got 2 more. Ooh, yeah. Bunch of purples. Alright, so what else is new? Oh man, I've been doing some more research for my trip up north. Fuck, man, did I ever hit another jackpot of material? I should have guessed. Like, I heard that Mount Kemminus had its own town called Kemminus, and its own train station even. But the whole thing turned into a ghost town to the point where there's like literally nothing left. Everything's been torn down. So I kept reading articles about the town's history, and I came across a whole nother ski hill. So I gathered that Larder Lake has its own ski hill and that Quebec has its own ski hills. But I never knew that Mount Kemminus had its own ski hills too. Obviously not on Mount Kemminus itself, but there's a giant mountain range that extends from Mount Kemminus all the way to basically Ottawa River. So there's like this huge shelf. And when I was reading about how big this ski hill was, they said it's the biggest in Ontario. They said it's actually bigger than Collingwood even. And Collingwood's one of like the big popular ski hills. So I was thinking, damn, once Mount Kemminus and Kearns and Virginia Town booms back to like peak capacity, it's gonna have a fucking new ski hill, like that old one reopened. And yeah, that ski hill's like literally like a 15-minute walk from my house, so wow, it'd be sweet if that reopened. Even if it turned into a disc golf course in the meantime. Swinging Hills Mountains. Yeah, maybe that's what they're called. I know this ski hill was called Raven. I think, yeah, it was Raven Ski Hill. I'll get a slide for it ready in a sec. So yeah, I've got a lot of things to explore. Even now, this new ski hill to check out, or old ski hill. It's funny, like I thought I already had so many things to explore that I wasn't going to have time. And now I keep finding more and more to explore. It's definitely going to be an action-packed trip. Oh shit, I picked the wrong heroes. Oh no, that's fine. Oh yeah, I was playing this boss again, changing up some of the hero order, and I was able to get him down to just the boss again. Killed all the henchmen. Didn't go well this round, but other rounds it went well. I even had my whole team alive, and with just the boss left. Let's try that one more time, see if we can get a better run of luck. Maybe add some lightning, better dodge. Yeah, so that fucking Kemminus ski hill. Alright, I better be careful not to open boobs on the screen. 1 second here. No, I never know what folder is going to open onto the actual viewers can see because I have so many monitors. So I just have to switch to make sure. I have no idea all these pictures of boobs keep getting on my computer. Must be a virus. Alright, so yeah, there it is. Found the real images. Where the fuck did I leave it? Oh, there it is. No, I probably have to do a whole episode on this because if I load up Google Maps, I can show everyone. But there's the ski hill. So it's like if you turn off the first road before Mount Keminis, the one I like to climb, you go down, and then this road here goes to the bottom of the ski hill, and there's a chalet. And then if you go up all these trails, this is the top of the ski hill. And then this giant ridge here, I think Steadfast was calling it the Swinging Hills mountain chain. It keeps going and going and going down there. So this literally is like the biggest ski hill in Ontario, the whole fucking province. It's crazy, eh? I would have never guessed that it was there. I walked past like, I don't know how many times. I never noticed it. Probably because it's off the main highway, and you can only really see about that far from the main highway. So there's no way you could see all the way to there. But man, what a nice view from the top of the ski hill. You could see Mount Keminis, you could see my house, you could see the Draco Stones down the river, or lake. I heard that the ski hill closed in like the 1990s, but maybe it even closed earlier than that. That's just what I read. And what I was reading didn't seem to make much sense, so I was like, maybe they got the date wrong. Oh, Steadfast is lucky. She said her neighbor's cottage was on Raven Lake. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I really need to get a boat tour of Raven Lake. One of my other friends that are viewers that I met on doing the show, he also lives up north, and he's got a boat. So he said he might be able to do us a boat ride. So if anyone's coming up north and they want to do a boat ride, just let me know, and hopefully we can do one in Raven Lake, maybe even Larder Lake. I know my friend from up north is actually really into scuba diving, and he wants me to go diving, but I can't scuba dive because I have pressure issues. For some reason, I can't go under 6 feet deep before I start getting really bad, pressure symptoms. You know, when you go underwater, it sort of crushes you. For some reason, I can't take more than 6 feet, or all of a sudden I get really rough. So yeah, I could never dive because, yeah, most divers go well deeper than 6 feet. I don't know why it is. For some reason, my nose and the whole ear pockets, they just don't take the pressure well. Feels like they're going to burst right away. Which I'm kind of happy because I'm not a big fan of scuba diving. Like when I hear scuba diving stories, it sounds like a fucking nightmare. I can't understand why people like scuba diving, but I get it. It's dangerous. You get a rush from it or whatever, but it's not my kind of rush. I'm not big into claustrophobic spaces either. It's not fun. Oh yeah, we'll give everyone an update about what the stargazing proper possibilities will be for the trip. I was checking the moon calendar, and if I go up on June the 11th, or when I go up, it's almost the full moon. So it's like really, it's kind of a dangerous time to travel, but it could be exciting as well. So yeah, and once I'm up north, it'll be still the same day, the 11th. And then the moon being full is actually the worst time to stargaze. So if I want to stargaze good, I gotta wait all the way until the 28th. The 28th is the prime opportunity to climb Keminis and get the best stargazing. So I'm shooting for the 28th for the climbing part. Well, obviously I'll probably climb up like maybe the first day I get there, or second day. But most of the time we'll be doing other stuff. I've already been to the top of the mountain so many times, I shouldn't spend the whole week there. I got other stuff to see. But yeah, we'll have to come back and check it out on the 28th. Hopefully I'll be able to stay the whole time from the 11th to the 28th. But that'll be a mission for me, because usually I get homesick pretty badly. So I'll be like even a week in, I'll already be anxious to get back home. But who knows? If I have a lot of good things happen this trip, maybe I won't get homesick so bad. It's usually I only get homesick when the weather's really bad and I'm just like sitting alone in a tent for like a week, and I'm like, oh God, let's just get out of here. Yeah, I can only take camping trips for so long. But yeah, if I get my house set up with a solar panel, and it's more like a house instead of a camping trip forever, then yeah, at least then I won't get as homesick, hopefully. I'll be able to stay longer. If anyone's ever had homesickness before, I know it sounds funny, but it is an actual physical sickness. I never even knew it was possible until I was about maybe 12 or 13 years old. It's the first time I'd ever gotten kicked out of my house, and I was living somewhere else for like a few weeks. And then all of a sudden I started getting really sick. Or I was like throwing up all the time. I was like, what the fuck? Why am I throwing up? And it turned out it was just homesickness. I was just like, my stomach was uneasy because I felt weird not being at home. I don't know, if people don't get it, they're lucky. Because yeah, homesickness sucks. It's like literally throwing up. Now I remember it happened with my gym teacher. He's like, man, are you going to stop throwing up and come and play on the basketball team? He's like, dear God, you're like our main player, the tallest person on the team. It's like, if you don't come, our team is fucked. And our team was already fucked, even with me there. So yeah, I got over the homesickness that time, but it was tough to get through it. Eventually it wore off. It takes a while. Hey, Gusto, how's it going? Rock formations near Labyrinth. That's wild. Yeah, apparently there's some really wild stuff under the water. That's why one of the diver guys wanted me to dive and film it and stuff, but I don't know if I'll really ever be up for that. If it's under the water, it's lost to me. Oh yeah, if anyone's wondering why we're a little bit low on jewels, we bought 3 more red scrolls. So we did a bit of shopping. Anytime the red scrolls are for sale in a 3-pack, I usually try to buy them. Now, a lot of my other friends up north are all about into chasing the gold and like wanting to go on different gold places. And I kind of like it in a way because a lot of times the gold that everyone's looking for is near the ancient ruin stuff. So I can be like, all right, let's go on the trip and look for the gold. And meanwhile, I'm just going for the ruins. People are like, oh, damn, we didn't find any gold. I'm like, I didn't really care about the gold. Oh, well, I guess collecting gold is kind of a neat hobby. Maybe I'll get into it one day. I almost got into it when I was like really into the gold prospecting shows. There's a lot of good TV shows about gold on Discovery Channel. So that's when I got a little bit hyped into it. But after seeing all the hard work involved, I was like, oh my God, man, this is a nightmare. It's like I'd rather just get a different hobby. Oh man, we have both guys fully charged, so we'll take them out of the team. Those are 2 good attackers, fully charged. We'll keep them out of the team for now. Oh, I had lightning on too. I don't know, gold panning always looks so cool watching it on TV. But then I was actually at a river gold panning, just getting bitten by mosquitoes and eaten by leeches. And oh God, man. Gold panning was a fucking nightmare. The only thing that made gold panning tolerable is we at least had a lot of joints, so we could just smoke weed and gold pan. So that was kind of fun, but other than getting eaten alive. I'm sure there's ways to prevent the leeches and mosquitoes. Alright, so good luck with court. Yeah, Steadfast has court, so everyone keep your fingers crossed for it. Oh yeah, I think I remember hearing this story. No, sorry, my memory is terrible. Some people will tell me stuff and like a week later I fucking totally forget. Yeah, I'll try to do a travel episode to celebrate hopefully a good ruling in the court. Yeah, and if the ruling doesn't go well, just try to remember a lot of cases always go the wrong way. Don't try to take it personally. I know my family went through different court cases, and oh god, man, every time it's a nightmare. So I'm almost thinking, like, I always expect to have the worst outcome, and if it is good, it's like, wow, what a miracle. Courts are fuck. Well, who knows? Maybe judges are different some places, but I don't know. Most of the judges I met were very strict. I think I only met one nice judge my whole life, and it was a judge that was just in the golfing community, so I didn't actually see him in court. So who knows what he was like in court. He's probably very strict there. Yeah, I guess a judge's job is super hard. Yeah, so for the special after the court case, we'll share what that mountain chain looks like. There's actually a really cool way with some of my Google software where I can like pan the camera and change the angle view so we can actually see the mountain chain and see how steep the ski hill is. So we'll check that all out. Victory. Yeah, I'd like to try to offer advice on how to succeed in court, but I've never had a good experience, so can't really offer any positive advice on how to succeed. I guess always try to be nice to the judge as much as possible, because man, if you piss the judge off, oh god, it gets worse and worse. I've seen that happen. No, our city's courthouse is actually getting torn down and they're building a new one. Or no, I think they already built the new one and they're remodeling the old courthouse building. Not sure if they're changing it into a second courthouse or... Yeah, Kitchener's a weird city to be in right now. I don't know if anyone watched the travel vlog. It's over 500 views now, so I really appreciate everyone who watched it and liked it. Don't forget to like. No, but yeah, this city grew so much just in my lifetime. That's what kind of makes me wonder when I see my city and I'm outside and I'm like, you know, as cool as this city is, I was here the whole time when it came from like nothing and now it's this giant metropolis with fucking high rises everywhere. But it was kind of neat to be there for that whole process, but I almost want to see it again, right? Like, I don't really want to stay in the same city that's already big and established. It'd be kind of neat to see another place grow. So that's what I was thinking, maybe I will like up north better in the long run. Because there is so much more growth to happen there compared to where my city has already just reached its apex. Sure, it's going to grow a little bit bigger with high rises, but it's already huge now. I don't know if anyone's seen the Google high rises and shit. Holy fuck, man. When Google builds like a high-rise building from scratch, they design it pretty fucked. Like, I guess most buildings that Google moves into, they already had an established office building, so they didn't build the building. But in my city, they actually built their own high-rises. So they're building like a Google city. It's kind of fucked up. It's pretty wild to watch. Especially since it's only a few minutes from my house. I can literally look out the window and see it. Stupid, they have fucking good internet and we don't. So I'm like, why can I see the Google building just a few blocks down the street? They have amazing internet, and meanwhile we're still stuck with like not even fiber optic yet. Fuck, man, my internet is from like the 1990s. Ooh, that was a bad hoot. Sometimes I forget to ash the bowl and I just keep vaping it, and if you do, it eventually turns to like a dark, almost to the point where it looks like it's ready to burn. You don't want to vape it that long because then it starts to taste like fucking ash. I hate ash. So one thing that I'm going to miss on my trip is not vaporizing for a while and switching back to smoking joints, but I think it'll be good in a way too, because I haven't really smoked joints in like years, so it is good to... It's a very different buzz. I don't know if anyone's gotten into vaping, but it's a very different buzz compared to joints. As you can tell, like when I vape, it really doesn't affect me that much compared to being sober. The only thing is my voice usually changes quite deeper. There we go. All the cords were tangled up. I don't know, I was talking to this one girl and she said that, yeah, she can tell if anyone smoked weed just by their voice pitch. And then I started to realize that. It's like, yeah, you can. You can usually tell just by the tone of voice. Someone smokes a joint, their voice usually changes. Some people's voices only change a little bit, and then other people's it's drastic. Alright, another victory. I don't know, like, maybe the idea of that battery pack wasn't such a good one, and I'll just bring the bigger battery pack that I have. Because I actually have like a lunch pail size lithium ion pack that's like really good for charging stuff. You can even run appliances on it. But the only thing is that'll make my backpack heavy as fuck. And I can't really, well, I could just drop the battery pack off when I get to my house, I guess. So I wouldn't have to carry it the whole trip everywhere I go with my backpack. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, because if I bring my bigger battery pack, I could still charge it with my solar panels, and it's big enough to charge like plugging in like regular plugs, like laptop plugs and stuff. So it's not like I'd just be limited to charging USB devices. It's a lunch pail sized lithium ion pack. If anyone's ever got one, it comes in so handy when the power goes out. Because a lot of people are like, oh shit, my power went out, what am I going to do? If you got one of those lunch pail lithium ion packs and your power goes out, it's like you got a regular outlet, you got USB cord hookups, and it can last for hours, maybe even the whole day. Depending what you plug into it. I guess if you plugged in like a hair dryer or something, obviously it's going to drain the battery quicker, but... Alright, we're getting close to... Oh, fuck, man. Look at the team we're facing. Odin and Bifel. Is that Bifel? I always forget his name. Excuse me. Sorry, the apple juice isn't sitting so good. Yeah, so that's probably what I'll do. I'll just bring a little bit heavier of a backpack this trip and drop some of this stuff off at the house as soon as I get there. And I'm hoping when I open the door of the house and go in, it's not in like a hurricane hit it. If it's exactly the way I left it, I'll be so happy. Oh yeah, I forgot. I still got a big pile of garbage in there I gotta take out. That's what I was thinking. It's so stupid. Every time I go on a trip to my house up north, I always forget what it looks like inside. So I'm like, fuck man, and when I get there next time, I really gotta take a picture of everything. That's why I got that 360 camera. So now when I really forget what everything looks like, I can just look at a 360 image and be like, oh yeah, I brought that last time. Oh yeah, I left that there. Because so many times I'll bring up supplies and then I'll forget. I'll be like, oh fuck, what did I leave in supplies? I can't even remember. I think I left some batteries there. I can't even remember. I'm hoping I left an air mattress there, but I don't think I did. So maybe I should bring a backup one. You never know, if I left an air mattress there, a mouse or something could have chewed it, so probably should bring an extra one. No, that'll be this whole week. I'm going to be getting all my camping gear set up and trying it. One of my buddies was like, man, you got to make sure you have a wood, or not a wood stove, a propane heater, or not a heater, one of those propane cook stoves, whatever they call it. So, like a Coleman stove, so you can cook your food. I was like, man, I got something even better than that. Like when I started doing the outdoor backpacking trips, I researched the best gear you could get, like top of the line, and I picked up the BioLite stove. I don't know if anyone's ever tried the BioLite stoves. I think they're made in British Columbia, like Canada. This fucking stove is like the size of a water bottle, maybe a Gatorade bottle. And all you gotta do is put like a little twig in it. Doesn't even matter. Even a pine cone, for God's sakes. It hardly takes any wood at all. You can put bigger pieces in, but it's like if you're just looking around the ground to try to find something, it'll burn almost anything. So anyways, it has like this wire mesh, like a fuel compartment, and you put the wood in it and you light it and then you turn it on. And it's funny because it's got like a battery pack built in that recharges every time fire burns in it. So it's like a fire burning charge machine. But the funny thing is once you turn it on, it has a fan, and the fan blows the fuel compartment and makes it burn super hot. So it's like as hot as a propane stove, even though it's only running on like twigs. It's hilarious. And the funny part too is it's charging your batteries the whole time. You can even plug shit into it like anything USB. So if you got a fan or a radio or whatever you want, you can just plug it in USB and boom, that fire will keep it going. It even comes with like a nice like pot and everything so you can boil water on it. I tried it on one of my last camping trips. Oh god, did I love that thing. Because I'm so used to like getting a fire going and it's always so hard to keep it going and the wood will be wet or something and it just won't work right. This thing, it doesn't matter what you put in it, even wet wood. It just fucking burns it like crazy. And all it runs off is twigs. You don't even have to plug it in. No propane, nothing. I don't know, it's been years since I've used it, so that's why I'm like, fuck man, I better go try all this shit, make sure it still works before I leave for the trip. Not that I find out when I get there that everything's broken. No, really this isn't really a vacation trip because a lot of it is going to be looking for work, seeing what kind of new stuff I could make for my YouTube channel, seeing if it's feasible to get jobs in the mines there. It'd be interesting to see like what places are hiring. I really should just check it out from here. Yeah, that's one of the things my family was saying. It's like, oh, it's not such a good idea to move up north because you'll be stuck in a place where you can't find a job. But I'm pretty resourceful when it comes to finding jobs, so I think it won't be impossible for me. Especially since I keep talking to people that are saying they're actually in demand for more workers there. So if that's really the case, then it should be even easier to get jobs. Because here, they're kind of flooded with workers. Like really a lot of places in big cities can pay minimum wage because there's so many people applying. It's not really until you get to the middle of nowhere do they have to start paying more. Oh shit. That was close. Anyone's like, oh shit Leland, your whole team is dying. Quick, exit. Yeah, there's no way we're beating that team with this. So we'll have to switch those. We'll put in the heavy artillery. Like, we could try to beat around the bush and not get to the point, but let's just finish her off. Bring in the heavy guns. Jeez, oh, there we go. We took one of them out. I was gonna say, with fucking Suzo and Monk hitting them with the full special, if they don't at least one of them die. Damn, they already took Monk down one bar. No, we're so lucky that we got Alice giving our heroes another health bar. Or is that Genie that does that? I think it's Alice at 3-star, right? Yeah, because once your heroes have that extra health bar, man, is that ever crucial. Like, fuck, man, I swear, Suzo, he probably got like 3 or 4 health bars. He's got 2 on his own, 1 from Alice. Holy fuck, our heavy artillery still can't beat this team. Come on, Monk. Monk, once he charges up a few times, he gets stronger and stronger. I'm sure most of the viewers know that, but I don't know, it took me a long time to realize it. I used to make fun of Monk for so long, I'm like, oh, he's so weak. I didn't realize he just starts off weak and builds up stronger. So that's how my attack team is balanced. Suzo actually starts off stronger and then gets weaker as the battle goes. And then Monk is the opposite, where he starts off weak but that gets stronger as it goes. So if you have both of them in your team, it really balances the attack, because then all of a sudden you're hitting really hard at the beginning and at the end. Not where you're just like hitting hard at the beginning and then, man, you can't finish. Pardon the puns. Yeah, if anyone's got advice on how to do live streaming mobile, let me know. I know my soundboard is mobile, but really I need a laptop probably. Oh yeah, and the other kind of shitty thing about this trip is I ordered all the stuff for my wireless data. So I'm going to try to bring like an actual wireless hotspot with me, so that when I go on my trips, I can provide not only myself internet, but anyone else around on the trips that needs internet, I'll be able to hook people up with Wi-Fi. Yeah, and I found a provider, it's called Fonus. People make fun of Fonus and say it's not very good, but every phone company has its flaws. And for what Fonus does well, I think they do better than anyone, so. They really offer free mobile data, or not free, unlimited mobile data in 3 countries, Mexico, US, and Canada. So you can roam anywhere. You can just go to another country, Canada, US, Mexico, and your data will work. You'll have Wi-Fi. And it's $30 a month, but the catch is it's $30 a month US. So I think that comes to like 39 or 35 or something, whatever, but still it's the cheapest mobile data playing around. Especially for unlimited. They said the catch is in Canada you can't use 5G. So you're limited to the 4G internet. But still 4G is pretty damn good compared to nothing. No, obviously I could just try to leech Wi-Fi off someone up north already. Maybe my neighbors will have Wi-Fi and I can just pay them some money to get the Wi-Fi password. Who knows, right? But and it'll be kind of awkward to be up there without any internet, because usually the internet is the only way I communicate with people. So if I'm in the middle of nowhere, I need communication more than ever. Not to have none. Yeah, that'll be fucked, man. With a little bit of luck this trip, I'll hook up my abandoned house with Wi-Fi and, who knows, Wi-Fi, electricity, and a washer. That'd be fucked, man, if I could get that much done this trip. Because, yeah, at that point, my house, despite being abandoned, will still have all the amenities I need to stay there for a while on trips. Obviously, it'll suck balls for the winter, but I could just close the house for the winter until I can afford to keep it open year-round. Yeah, and like I said, if I find some sort of job there that pays good, then yeah, I'll have enough money coming in that I can just stay there and invest there. That'd be wild. Can you imagine the Lelanders YouTuber studio just keeps growing and growing? Like, that was the limitation that I faced here. Despite having a pretty big space in the basement for my studio, as soon as I put the game room stuff in, I really ran out of room. I can't really do much green screen stuff like I wanted to. So I do need more space. Yes! We got our hands on the gold chest. Nothing like hands on the chest in the morning. Yeah, I want to refresh. What am I thinking? Right, so that plan worked pretty good, eh? Bringing in the heavy artillery fully charged right when we needed it. Yeah, let's leave out Tengu and put these two. Now that's an interesting combination. You know, I'm kind of getting discouraged about building this giant water team, Because everyone that I play that has a water team, I can usually beat them. Not all of them, because sometimes I'll get too frozen and I just can't get out of the ice, but as long as I'm not getting frozen in ice, I find that water teams are actually pretty easy to beat. I noticed that too, because a lot of times I'll be like at whatever level I'm at, playing like a near level 400 team. And they're all these water heroes, and I can just slaughter them. Even if they're way higher level. I don't know, maybe the game started doing that, eh? They realized water teams were just a little bit too strong, so maybe they're balancing it out more. I don't know. They did claim that they would do balancing and updates. Whew, that hit the spot. Alright, so what other slides did I want to show today? I think that's basically all. The rest I'll save for the up north special. I've got so much paperwork and emails that I got to send out to all the building crews about my garage, so I don't know if I'll get everything done today. Well, we'll see how much we actually get done. No, I hope everyone wishes me well on the trip too, because I'll give everyone a hint. We got one more slide. There's a fair bit of danger I'm going to face. Because when I go on this trip, one of the most common things you see at this place is moose and black bears. And then they got the other stuff like fish and stuff. So you really just got to be careful of the fish if you try skinny dipping. Because I think they like to go for worms, right? No, but the moose and the black bear, if anyone can guess which is worse, it turns out the moose is actually more dangerous. Because a moose is the size of like a pickup truck sometimes, and their antlers are like bigger than a person. Just the antlers. And they're very violent and aggressive. So if they ever see people, they usually like to charge at them and try to run them over. Now, occasionally I've heard stories of a moose that was just peaceful and didn't care when other people are around. So I think that might be between the male and the female moose, or buck, or whatever they call it. Maybe it's the male moose is much more aggressive and the female will just leave you alone. That's what they said the main problem in Canada when they first started to put the railroads in, is the moose always challenged the trains. So anytime there was like a train going down the train tracks, all the biggest moose would see it as a competition and charge right at the train. So you can imagine what happened. No, oddly enough, a moose impact with a train was dangerous enough that it could even derail the train. So they did have to be careful of it. They couldn't just plow it full speed. Maybe they could, I don't know, but that'd be brutal. I think they said as time went on, some of the moose adapted a little bit so they don't actually charge the train as often as they used to. So at least that'd be good. But you can imagine, if a moose is going to charge a train, can you imagine what it'll do to a person on foot? Or a tent that it sees in the woods? Now, I think they said the ratio of campers that die from animal attacks is like 99% moose attacks and like just 1% bears. The bears one is still a possibility, it's just not near as common. But I shouldn't jinx it. Because I remember the last trip I was there, I was with a girl that really likes bears, and she wanted to see them so bad, and we didn't see one the whole trip. I was thinking, dear God, that's probably going to reverse my luck. Next time I'll be there, I won't want to see any bears, and they'll be everywhere. I bet you any money. Just how my luck works. Oh, what I'll do though is if I do see the bears, I'll get a lot of footage. So that way I can show people. I'll be like, yeah, there actually is bears. I don't know, when I was up there last time I even had some dreams about bears, but I've never actually encountered one except from a vehicle. Sometimes I'll be driving down the highway with someone and I'll look over and I'm like, oh, there's a bear off in the distance. Oh, one time a bear walked in front of us on the road. Now, what I want to get footage of is those wild hares, like rabbits. Because I don't know, most rabbits you see in nature videos, they look nothing like the ones that I saw up there. So I want to take pictures just to show people, holy shit, look what rabbits can look like. I don't know if I saw some weird rabbit that time, or maybe that's what happened, but fuck man, I came across a rabbit on the top of Mount Kemenus, and it looked so weird. Did I actually charge up the other two heroes, or did I just take them out of the team? I gotta put them in just to make sure. Pretty sure I've been vaporizing too much this morning. I just took them out without even charging them. Let's see. Yeah, I did too. Luckily, I wasn't that high. I still recalled that I was making a horrible mistake. Oh yeah, the other thing I forgot. There was a website I wanted to share. Oh, well, I'll save it for the after special when Steadfast's court's finished. Yeah, hopefully her court goes okay. I always worry about anyone going to court, even like Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. It's like, dear God, like, I know they're rich and celebrities and all, but going to court for anyone is a nightmare. That's why I always try to avoid court whenever possible. Never sue someone or get the legal system involved in any way, if possible. I know it's not always possible, but yeah, some cases you can avoid it, you might as well. No matter how much you think you'll benefit from it. It's a nightmare. Oh, come on. You gotta get fully charged specials. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a whole bunch of paperwork today. Get everything in order. Boom. Oh, fuck. So who's full special? So just Suzo. I can at least sub out Suzo. Nah, I'll have to clean the pool a lot. I've thankfully got a new pool cleaning equipment, so it makes the pool cleaning job easier, but it's still a long job. Now I see why people hire pool boys, not just to look at them. Alright, no, cleaning a pool is actually a bitch of a job, especially if there's a lot of trees. Let's try this one. 3 chaos. Yeah, at least we got Suzo swapped out. That's really good, because if his special is full, that's really all you need to save for the end boss. If you have a full Suzo special waiting, it's a good way to start the battle. Really, if you lose after doing the Suzo full special, you should be ashamed of yourself. I know all about that. Oh, Monk finished him off. See, that's the problem. When you're trying to charge up Monk, he's usually going to be the last person to go. And he'll use his special and kill everyone. So it's hard to exit the battle with him with a full special because he's always the one finishing it. We'll see if that changes this time. I know what I should do. I should probably move Monk to the other spot. That could help. Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of slides ready for my trip up north. So we'll have to do a preview video showing a little what I'm going to be working on this trip. Ooh, that was a good attack. Now, I'll try to do some relaxing and not work the whole trip, but yeah, it is mainly a work trip. No, really, I've been wanting to organize my YouTube career up north since about the year 2012. It's really when I got the idea. I was like, you know what, the fucking expenses are getting so high. It's funny, I was thinking that even in 2012. I was like, unless I get a place that's in a cheaper location, I'm never going to be able to afford to have a place. So that's when I really started working on the idea, let's go to a place that's cheaper living and try to get a building established. First I tried it on vacant land, couldn't get the supplies in, no road access. Then I tried it on an island, and the island was same thing, too difficult to get fighting with the city to get anything built. And by the time I got it approved, was at a time I couldn't afford to build anymore. So then I ended up selling it. And then yeah, the third time around is actually just buying an already established house and trying to fix it up. Then I ran into the loophole that the expenses to fix it are far greater than I ever imagined. Would have been cheaper just to buy a different place, but live and learn. Sometimes cheaper isn't always better. That's what I keep thinking. Like, I was a little bit down in the dumps that the government fucked Canadians over. Still no human rights for almost 3 years. Not allowed to leave the country. Not allowed to re-enter the country. One of the basic human rights. What is it? Article 17 or whatever. But, and I was like, oh shit, I could have just bought a brand new condo in Cancun or the Mayan Riviera. Sure, I'd be in gang territory and risking getting shot every day, but I could have just laid on the beach and enjoyed the rest of my days just relaxing in the sun. And then I was like, fuck, I can't because of these goddamn lockdowns and mandates, still can't leave the country. So everyone else is allowed to do it, the ones that have been segregated and allowed to have human rights. I know people are like, oh, just take it. And it's like, well, what is about the side effects? Is it really worth it? I know everyone before was having the idea there was no side effects, and now we can see that we got the whole monkey situation and the liver failures that are happening everywhere that I'm sure is unrelated, because the World Health Organization, the CDC, they are always right, and we're never allowed to disagree with them, or else face punishment. No, dear God, I don't know if anyone heard, but they're starting to get the Moderna labs to make the monkey things, and they're talking about already making those mandatory. That sounds like, oh, no kidding, huh? That's an interesting business model. There was a Charlie Chaplin episode. I don't know if anyone's ever seen that show. He's like a mime, and he like does stuff and like without talking, and it's comedy. So the one comedy skit he does, it's winter time, and he goes to a house and he sees that the sidewalk is covered in snow and ice and all that. So he goes up and knocks on the door with a shovel. He's like, hi sir, can I shovel your snow for like $10 or whatever? And the guy's like, sure, I'll pay you $10, shovel the snow off my sidewalk. So you know what Charlie Chaplin does? He takes the shovel and he pushes all the snow from that house and he pushes it onto the neighbor's house. And then you know what he does next? He goes to the neighbor's house and knocks on the door. He's like, look at that giant pile of snow on your sidewalk. Want to pay me $20 to move it? And then the guy's like, sure. So he gives him $20. Guess where Charlie Chaplin pushed the snow next? pushed it on to the next neighbor, knocked on the door. So you see how this is like a business model that like companies really love, right? So that's why it gets dangerous when you start allowing companies to mandate things, because they could just mandate a cycle, right? One thing leads to the next, to the next, to the next. Fuck. I'm sure that's not happening, right? Yeah, that's why I love the olden days stuff, man. If anyone's ever sick of like modern TV and shit, there's so many good shows that are like really old, like black and white. And it's like, holy shit, man. Some of the writing and plot lines and stuff they had back then. It's like, I know like we got a lot of great special effects these days, but man, Charlie Chaplin, Hitchcock movies, The Twilight Zone, oh god, such good shows. That's some of the stuff I actually think about, like, man, I should watch those shows again. Turn off the modern TV. It's really just special effects, hardly any stories anymore. I shouldn't say that because I hardly ever watch them, so maybe they do have great stories and I just haven't caught up. That's probably what it is. Nah, I think maybe I just find deeper meanings in things that aren't really there. Looking into it too deeply. Oh, I think Monk was fully charged. Doesn't matter, we're going into the final boss. We'll just put everyone in. All the heavy artillery. Oh, Monk wasn't full. Doesn't matter. There's one good hit from Suzo. Ooh, Alice started off full. Oh, Monk is already full. Come on, hit him. Hit him. Finish him. Oh, fuck. We might need extra healing. It's quite a lot of pounding we're taking. Oh, there we go. We got the fire guy. That should be enough to win it. Usually it's that fire guy that really fucks us over. I've never made him for our team yet, and I'm tempted to. Because, man, he's good at firing. He can burn. Burn. Fire. Oh, man, I heard the craziest video game collecting story. Sometimes I watch the history of video games. Who am I kidding? Almost every day I watch the history of video games. And this one history, there was this kid who was into collecting games, and he had roommates. Hence what's going to happen. So anyways, he goes out collecting games, and he got his hands on some of the rarest Capcom games ever made. Like prototypes that no one else had copies of. So he got these rare prototypes, and guess what he did? He told everyone, and then people started to give him huge offers, like thousands of dollars, so that they could be the one to have the first prototype. So guess what he did? Instead of being a prick and selling it to some collector who's just going to hide it and keep it for themselves, he went to the archive library and he got it uploaded for everyone in ROM format, so everyone could just try the prototype just like he has it. And then all of a sudden the value of the prototype dropped dramatically, down like thousands. It was still worth a lot, but just not as much as it would have been if it was still rare. So everyone's like, wow, man, this game collector, he's the nicest guy ever to do that, right? And he's a 22-year-old kid. So here's the plot. You know what happens to nice people usually, right? I shouldn't joke, but fuck, man, isn't it always like this? But yeah, so the nice guy, after doing that, guess what his roommates do? They get jealous of his rare video game collection. They murder him, steal his games, and then set their own apartment on fire to try to burn the place down and cover up the murder after they took all of his games. I was like, holy shit, man, can you imagine? Poor kid. What a way to go. But thankfully the cops busted them and found out the whole plot, so they at least got the games back from them and I guess gave it to the kid's family or something. But Jesus, can you imagine, eh? That's what happens. All those nice people. Not to say it happens to every nice person, but God, man. Nice people usually get trampled on over and over again. Sucks. That's why I at least try not to be nice. Who am I kidding? I don't have to try much. Comes naturally at least. Oh God. Yeah, can you imagine that video game too? It was a really good game, but I was like, God, would you really kill someone to get it? Fuck's sakes. Poor kid too. He only lived to be his 20s. Now, if I had the details of the case, if anyone wants to know it, just let me know and I'll share the link. I'll have to put it in the chat after because I got a bowl to pack. It's why one way I do actually miss having the virus, because when I had the virus, I wasn't able to vaporize as much. It was making my lungs hurt. So I actually cut back dramatically. And then all of a sudden, once all the effects wore off and my lungs went back to normal, now I'm back to vaporizing too much again. Just constantly. Now, an actual amount of weed that I'm using, just so that YouTube knows, it's not actually a lot of weed. There's some people that smoke weed all day, they'll smoke like a 1/4 ounce or like a 1/2 ounce. But I'm nowhere near that. This vaporizer actually uses small amounts. So I might actually use up a gram or two if I actually smoke all day. A gram or two sounds like a lot in some countries because it's like 10 or 20 bucks a gram. But here in Canada, it's like free because we can just grow it. So gram or two is almost like no monetary value at all. If anything, the electricity that I use to vaporize it costs more. Which sounds like a good thing, but man, if you're already having addiction issues, getting it for free isn't always the greatest. It's like, oh, you're addicted to something. Here, have an infinite amount. Oh shit, was this the last battle? Fuck. Oh, it was, thank God. I was like, man, was it? Yes, gold chest. Fucking hell. Now, at least I should be thankful. Being addicted to weed isn't the worst thing in the world, because it's definitely worse drugs to be addicted to, but some days I look at alcohol and, people mock alcohol addiction, but it is almost a little bit better in some ways. No, because people say weed addiction is never anything bad, but it definitely can get out of control. Let's see. Let's go with 32. Which one can we actually defeat? This one looks challenging, eh? Yeah, we can't beat that one. Who am I kidding? There's a lot of 3 stars in there. I'm just looking at that team as a lot of weakness, right? Like, fuck, I almost have I have every one of these heroes. I have Genie, her, and her. Fuck, it's like Genie and all girls, right? No wonder is the Genie smiling. Alright, let's see. Should we go with the girls just to see how badly we get our asses wiped or kicked? I don't know, even this team looks like a challenge. Yeah, because that Genie 3-star, I don't think that's going to go well. And that 3-star. Those are 2 3-stars I look at and I'm like, I don't know, man. Those are some pretty serious 3 stars. And her, yeah, let's fuck it. Let's try it and see if we can actually beat this one. This one might even be impossible. Now, if anyone's wondering when it comes to cleaning my vaporizer screen, I found a way to save lighter fluid, is I just bring a candle. So it's like I can take the candle, light it, and now I don't have to sit here using my lighter forever to burn these screens. Because yeah, if you burn the screens with your lighter fluid, it can take a few minutes, and that's like a lot of lighter fluid. So what you do is you basically just light it on fire with the candle. Oh, the candle wax is dying right now and the flame's almost at 0. That's always how it works, right? As soon as you go to show someone something, that's when it stops working. It's like, hey, look at this. And then it stops. That's why I think the universe is kind of a little bit predictable in the way that it's programmed. I know not everyone thinks the universe is programmed by someone, but a lot of the algorithms that are designed in the universe, they're so noticeable how they repeat, right? So nice people always getting screwed over. I guess it could not be programmed, and it's just a coincidence it works out that way, but it'd be funny. Yeah, look at the screen, eh? It's like totally on fire. See, that's where a lot of the resins and the tars are. It's like right in the screen. It actually catches a lot of it. So I'm almost tempted to put another screen to catch more of it. Well, I think this one gets most of it. There we go. Hey, can you imagine I held a lighter that whole time? For a while I was like, hey, maybe I should just go with Zippos, but Zippos were still using a lot of fluid too. At least a candle, man. You can keep candle flames going forever. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Oh yeah, that is something. I was just thinking, what did I stash in my room for supplies? I think last trip I stashed some candles. Because like if I'm staying in a room that has no heaters and it's like up north, one of the things you can do to heat that room, obviously it's dangerous, you have to monitor it while it's lit, but you can light a candle and it'll warm up the room significantly. Especially if it's already an insulated room in a house. Just close the door. Next thing you know, you got one room in the house that's a little bit warmer. So that'll be okay. At least if I have to crash in the house, I can be on an air mattress, light a candle next to it. What could go wrong? I better order a fire insurance before we go. Oh God. Now I've had a few close calls with not having fire insurance, so now I realize just how essential it is. Now the people that invest in insurance can be a very good investment. Especially judging your own behavior, right? It's like, how many times do you really get into accidents? Some people are super careful and other people are like, yeah, they should definitely have insurance. Think I fall on the ladder. Now I know people have been giving me a hard time about wearing helmets more often, and I do wear helmets everywhere it's legally required. So just like masks, I'm not really a big fan of masking, but if it's required, I'll still wear it. No, obviously in some situations like biking on the street, it is still dangerous and I should still be wearing a helmet, but I do play it a bit risky like that because I got a bad neck. I know it sounds funny, but I can't even wear a hood without getting like severe neck pain. So it's one of the main reasons I don't wear anything on my head, like hoods wise. Fuck, we died this round. Why did we win the last time and lose this fucking piece of shit? Or did we lose the first time? Yeah, we won. What went wrong there? What went wrong? Oh, it's because I was making fun of the water team. They had to come back and beat me just for saying that. I deserved it. Seriously, how the fuck did they kill me in a few hits? There's no way. Alice with the 3 health bar thing, Genie, Souza, what the fuck? How did they die? Pieces of shit. Let's try swapping him in. I don't think that'll help, but let's try it. Oh, the fucking game crashed. Piece of shit. Right, so we'll just load the Vaporizer commercial. We'll be right back. At least it'll give me time to grind some weed.
Crash game was brought to you by Crunk. Alright, it'll fuck you up.
Alright, so are we back? Yes, it looks like we are. Let's do the Patreon. So thanks again, Suki, Dan, Jim, Ray, Travis, and everyone in the past and future who's donated to Patreon for me. Thank you. And everyone else at Patreon. Alright, affiliates. Where are you? Alright, for the affiliate links, we got Society 6, finishing quick is my specialty. Saying that comes on t-shirts and bed sheets. Both popular with the ladies. Hideout TV will pay you to watch videos. Swagbucks will pay you to shop. GameKit will even pay you to try video games. And free Bitcoin is a wallet system for crypto. And just remember to follow all your regional laws, including for the virtual mate sex machine. It's for adults and men only. But lazy a sex machine, they know who to call. Just kidding. No, I'm always too busy, but I'll try to make more time, ladies. I swear. Anyways, the coupon code for the virtual mate for $10 off on 150 or more is Lying BS. That's LYNBSN. I'm not joking, it is an actual coupon code. Even though it makes me laugh every time I talk about it. Yep, so if you want to check out all those and my website, just click the links below. And they're great for referral links. So if you have your own shows and stuff or pages, man, these referrals really help. I think we're up to almost like 100 or two when it comes to some of the, what is it, Hideout TV, or all the offers combined. It's pretty wild. So thanks, everyone. I'll have to cash it out one of these days. Alright, so let's see. Let's go back to the game. Not the game's room, the game. No, I'm trying to break up weed and do the show at the same time, so I keep clicking the wrong buttons. Alright, where is it? There it is. Alright, the game is back. Oh yeah, we didn't even do the big special stuff. Alright, well, let's see what happened in the guild. We probably died that batch. Oh, we did die. Well, congratulations to the other team. We only got one victory. Sons of bitches. Nah, I'm just kidding. Best man won. No, I was fighting some cats the other day, and boy, when you see them hiss and get angry, it's like, holy shit. Try to imitate that. Yeah, that's a pretty good. Let's fight Cleopatra. I like her boobs. Now, it's funny, every time I hear a guy tell me that they're not really into boobs, and they more like legs and butts, I'm always like, yeah, but that's what guys have. I guess guys have boobs too, but come on, guys, do some push-ups here. Now, I used to have bad man boobs until I learned better push-ups. If you're doing push-ups and you still have man boobs, try better push-ups. There's different kinds. Not to offer professional man boob advice. Yeah, they always take Suzo out, eh? It's like, I don't know. It's really taking Suzo out the best choice. Yeah, now that looks more like a team. I gotta finish breaking up this weed, man. Now I've got some of the All Kinds 47. Pressed it, didn't do shit. What the fuck? Yeah, I was thinking maybe if I can save up money in the future, hopefully I can get a place on Raven Lake. But I bet you they're really expensive now. The only thing we can hope for is maybe the place will get infested with ticks and everyone will sell. We can get some tick spray and clean the place up. I don't know, Canada, it's getting really strict laws on what pesticides you can use, and then fucking ticks take over. So I'm wondering, how long will they keep doing that? They're like, hey, you can't spray for bugs. Now you're getting bit by bugs all the time. Now you can buy something like this for them. It's like, oh, what a coincidence, eh? So now we got forced into it another way. Can't just kill the bugs off. Now we got to take injections to cure the diseases that the bugs have. Can't just get rid of the bugs. I don't know, like I get it that bugs want to live too, but at what point do we draw the line? We're like, you know what? We need to live, and it's the bugs need to live. Who's going to live? I know it's mean to put it like that, but Jesus. Let the insects just take over, and then we'll take injections to try to cure the insects' diseases. What a fucked up system. I know, that's really going to be the debate in the future, or even right now in Canada. It's like, sir, if you're getting Lyme disease from all of these bugs, stop complaining about not being allowed to spray pesticides. Just take your injection for Lyme disease. Like, what's your problem? It's like, don't you want to take one for the team? Team Insect. Oh God. Now I guess we'll save the ticks. That's the goal. Save the ticks. Make sure they have a nice clean environment to live in. Free of pesticides that might stop them. Oh man. Now I even find it funny, the place where I go camping ever since I was a kid used to be bug free. So that was one of the main reasons we liked that park, because we're like, oh right, it's bug free. Best park ever. And we always asked them, we're like, how the hell do you guys do it where the park is like so bug free? And guess how they did it? They used to spray pesticides. And they cut down all the long grass. So you know ticks live in long grass? Yeah, so they killed the natural environment of all the insects and the long grass. It was the greatest park ever. But you can imagine as time went on, what did they do? Not only did they ban the pesticide sprays, but they also banned cutting down the long grass. So now they got all this long grass and no pesticides, and now the park is literally filled with ticks that have Lyme disease. Literally filled. Like almost every camper gets covered. So you know what I did? I stopped going to the fucking park, and now I bitch on fucking Facebook all the time about it. It's annoying. It's like, what else can I do? Just go to the park and like cover myself in like pesticides? I guess that's what I could do, and hopefully the ticks don't get you. But I keep asking the park, I'm like, why did you guys like get rid of all the pesticides and plant long grass that all the ticks live in? Like, is there a worse combination? It must even sound funny when they have to debate me about it, because they know it's true. Like, sorry, sir, we have to do it. The injection salespeople told us so. No, I'm sure they're completely unrelated events. Man, we can just take our injections for Lyme disease and then go to the park filled with ticks. What's the problem? It's like, why do you oppose that? Don't you like the new normal? The tick-infested new normal? Yeah, like, what's wrong with it? Nothing. I'm gonna start maybe making it into jokes. Every time they talk about how they saved the long grass, I'll be like, put a picture of like a tick, like, yeah, save the grass. And then have like a sign where he's like, Lyme disease vaccines for sale. Oh man. And I hope this monkey situation doesn't get out of control. I don't know if anyone's ever had pox viruses of different kinds. I actually had, what is it called, chicken pox. It was actually the most favorite virus I've ever had. You're probably not allowed to say that, but man, chicken pox was actually a blast. I couldn't believe how much fun it was. And then when I heard that people take vaccines against it, I was like, wow. I was lucky. I was the generation of kids that was allowed to get chickenpox. Now they say that our generation will be at a higher risk for, what is it, shingles, but if you look at the actual data, it's not even close to true. No, they show usually how shingles develops is anyone who has the virus dormant inside of them, it will reappear because their immune system breaks down. So if you've had either any kind of it, as soon as your virus protection from your immune system goes down, you should get shingles no matter what. I guess there's a chance that the injection reduces the risk, but reduces the risk of what? Your entire immune system breaking down? Alright. Now, if anyone wants to hear the story about how I caught chickenpox, it actually kind of freaked me out about how easy you can catch it. Because what happened was our school went on a field trip, and after we got eliminated from like this soccer tournament, we got eliminated so quick that we were allowed to go walk around the park and talk to the other people. So as I was walking through the park, came up to this one kid, and he yelled at us, and he's like, "Stay back, stay back." And we're like, "Why are you telling us to stay back?" He says because he has the chicken pox, and people are catching it, so he can't go near them. So I'm like, "Okay, we'll stand back." And we were like 10 feet away, outdoors. And guess what happened? We still caught it. So I was like, what the fuck, right? Like, we were 10 feet apart, outdoors, and that's how transmissionable it was. So I was kind of shocked that that's how, like, easy it is to catch chickenpox. I thought you actually had to touch someone or something, but no, not even close. You know, I've heard it debated, like, how contagious chickenpox really is. And I can just go from my own personal experience. Like, I wasn't even 10 foot of the guy, and I still caught it outdoors. So that's how I always kind of was worried. I was like, you know what? If there ever is like a pox virus that goes around, it could be super transmissionable, right? Like, talking like 10 feet away. Like, who knows what the safe distance was then? Like 20 feet? Jesus. But yeah, when I caught the chickenpox, what happened is we got blisters on our skin. Like, all my brothers and me all caught it. And we had these blisters, and as long as you didn't scratch them, they wouldn't pop, and they would just go away after like a day or two. But if you started picking at them, then you would get all these horrible scars. Like you see on the pictures, right? Like, people picking at it, man, it can get infected and everything. So I don't know what happens. Like, maybe some cases it gets really itchy and people have no choice but to pick them, but I don't know, at least when we got it, it wasn't itchy, so as long as you didn't pick them, there was no real problem. Now, I've heard other cases, like obviously if you have a weak immune system or compromised in some way, then you can get like other symptoms that are way worse, but thank God that's all we had. And we got some time off school, and we were allowed to play video games for like a week straight. And that was like the first time in my whole childhood that we were allowed to play video games for that long. So that's probably one of the reasons why it was my most favorite virus ever. It was really the happiest time of my life. Get to skip school and play video games, and you're allowed to. You don't even feel sick, you just can't pick these blisters. No, I admit it was tempting to pick the blisters, because I was like, wow, it's like I could just pop it and get rid of it, but they say if you do that too much, you're running the risk it would just get infected. So it's better not to pop them. Yeah, and luckily out of everyone in my family, anyone that already had chickenpox, they never caught it. So it was one of those things, it was like as long as you had had it once, you were usually immune. And that was weird too, because our parents were telling us that they hadn't had chickenpox since they were kids. So that immunity lasted for like, what, 20, 30 years maybe? Who knows how long. So I'll be very skeptical if they come out with the monkey thing and the injection for that, and they tell you it only lasts for like a few months or whatever. I'll be like, what the fuck, right? Because normal like chickenpox immunity, it usually lasts your whole life, or like 30 years or however long, from what I've seen occur in real life. And it was funny too, because there was quite a few adults that came next to us and they're like, oh, we've already had chickenpox, and then no one of the adults did catch it. It was just the kids who had never caught it. So we had to be really careful not to go around other kids. But it was funny too, because back then, that was when a lot of parents would get their kids to get it on purpose, so that they would know that they had it over with, and then they'd be good for I think there was other viruses that were related to it, and apparently it was good to have immunity for it. I forget what it was, smallpox or something? Yeah, they were saying that if you already had chickenpox naturally, it gave you a better immunity to smallpox. I think that was the theory then. I don't know how true that is, you'd have to look it up. I just agree with the World Health Organization. I think that was actually the original principle that helped develop injections for that in the first place. Because they realized that, hey, chickenpox and smallpox, they actually had some sort of connection. One helped the other be easier defeated. Yeah, I don't even know, like, man, if we get into the monkeypox situation, I haven't even got the update from YouTube. I shouldn't be saying the name of it. They'll ban it and then delete all my old videos with it in it. Now, just to be fair, I heard one of the worst side effects from chickenpox. I think you can go blind from it, so there's definitely some risk involved. That's what I was thinking. Maybe we were just really lucky that all we got was blisters that lasted a couple days. And I'll have to try to ask my brothers if they remember how long the chickenpox lasted for. If I had to guess, it was 2 or 3 days. I'm trying to remember. Who knows? Maybe it was like a full week. You know, if a kid gets chickenpox too, you have to be extra careful, because if it was like a younger kid, they might not listen when you tell them to not pick it. So then you'd be into real trouble, right? Yeah, because if the kid won't listen and just keeps picking the same blister over and over again, yeah, then you would definitely get a bad infection, right? So yeah, I can definitely see where people are like, maybe the injection for it is worth the risk. Now, I think ideally, maybe there's a certain age, just like getting your tonsils out, that if you get chickenpox at that age, it's more ideal. I could be wrong about that, though. No, that's one thing I fear about, too. Shit, I never even realized that. If all of a sudden there's like a monkeypox outbreak, I think the generation that has natural immunity will be okay. But the one that didn't and just got the injection, they might be in serious trouble from the monkey stuff. I never even thought of that, because they wouldn't have the natural immunity. The government would have tricked them into not getting it. Well, I shouldn't say, they gave good health advice. Yeah, because if you don't have the natural immunity and you took the injection, it probably wore off in a few months. And then all the people that actually got it naturally, they're good for life. Or 30 years or whatever. Holy fuck, man. That's... wow. Never even thought of that. That'd be really bad, eh? Like, all of a sudden, all the younger people that got tricked or got the good health advice to take these, all of a sudden they're at super high risk from infection. Let's hope that's not true. Now, just to be clear with YouTube, we're debunking this to make sure that this is not a possibility. If anyone thinks it is, they're wacko. Alright. Oh shit, we got the clone event. I forgot. Damn. Ah, fuck. It's always shit heroes, man. I don't want any of these heroes. Excuse me. I guess the good part is we don't have to burn many bullets. No, we'll try to burn enough to get to Santa. But we got to finish the fighting carnival, and we still got to do that other shit. How much time have we... Holy fucking hour and a half. Alright, we got to speed up. Dear God. What have we been doing? Yeah, we'll see, just plow back how many of these we can and see what level we get up to. We have to get 2,000, and I think we could do it. I don't know how our level keeps getting so low. I'll have to check what team I have built. It seems like whatever team it is, it's getting its ass wiped on a pretty regular base. Yeah, we just keep plowing back the victories, eh? There's not really a lot of teams that can beat us. Especially at this level. I think what it was that Genie upgrade. As soon as we put in Genie, we really started tearing him a new one. And there, we made it all the way up to 2,000. That was like consistent wins the whole way. Remember back in the day, it used to be a pretty good challenge to make it to 2,000. Remember who was it? Duplo Lego. She was always helping us get there. Big shout out to her. Hey, Zahid. How's it going, man? He wants to know, what's the team now? Yeah, I don't think there's been many team changes. Let's go check. Check, check, check 1, 2. No, we'll beat this first. That's what she said. Oh, sorry. No, hopefully I'll get my mind out of the gutter soon. I'm going to go out on a road trip in about 2 weeks. We're leaving. So hopefully once I get out on the road, it'll blow off a bit of steam. Pardon the puns. No, then I'll be able to hopefully get back to my old self. Yeah, I got so much paperwork to do today. I'm really enjoying playing Clone Evolution. God, I hate paperwork. I almost get anxiety from paperwork. I was thinking about the other day, if I had to compare the anxiety that I get from like doing a podcast, sometimes it can get pretty intense. But if I compare like phone calls or like paperwork and stuff, it's like I get worse anxiety from that. I don't know what it is. It's like I just hate doing it for some reason. Hopefully it's not like the onset of dementia. Let's hope not. No, it's like I really just feel like the slightest bit of government paperwork or anything like that, or phone calls that I gotta do, it's like, God, just keep delaying it and delaying it and delaying it as long as I can. It's not a good habit. But really, if you can conquer those fears, at least you get a big boost and a rush of adrenaline. You're like, all right. Get all that paperwork done. Feel accomplished. That's why I feel bad when people's jobs are like constant paperwork. I'm like, oh shit. If I had that much paperwork to do, I'd probably have a mental breakdown. Alright, let's speed this up so we can see what team it is. Sorry, after having the virus, I hardly smoked any weed. Now that I can smoke again normally, it's like I'm overdoing it again. That'll be the one nice thing about going on the road trip. At least there'll be lots of time where I shouldn't be smoking the whole time. Let's hope. Watch, I'll bring like an ounce of joints and smoke the whole time. No, I'm trying to think what I should all bring for the trip. We'll have to start packing soon. No, don't worry, viewers. I'll try to figure out some sort of situation where I can live stream while I'm on the road. The only issue is I don't think I'll be able to live stream playing Clone Evolution, but we'll try. Oh, I know what we can do. Oh. If I got my laptop and I could live stream just from it. Oh, fuck yeah, but my laptop's... Yeah, we'll see. And then what I could do is aim the camera at me from the laptop while I'm holding my cell phone playing Clone Evolution. I know it wouldn't be the same as the regular show, but it'd be better than no show, I think. We'll just have like an on-the-road version of the show. We'll see if we can do it. I know it's going to be challenging. If not, I'll just try to get back and do an episode. We'll just keep traveling back and forth, although that does get pretty expensive. Luckily, we got help from one of the viewers for getting a ride up this time, so that should be nice. At least my trip expenses will be down a little, or a fair bit, actually. No, a lot of cases when I travel up north, I usually pay for 2 people and then both bus tickets, so it's over like $200 a trip each way. So be able to just go on my own and be able to carpool with someone, oh man, that's definitely pretty big savings compared to my normal expenses. No, I'm actually supposed to meet 2 or 3 of the viewers from the show while I'm up north, so I don't know if we'll be able to do YouTube videos with everyone, we'll have to ask, but yeah, hopefully we can film most of the trip. I know a lot of people are into privacy and all that, so if anyone doesn't want me to film on the trip, I'll have to ask. No, for me, I'm a little bit too honest on film, so I don't really mind filming anything because I'm not really doing anything differently, so. But a lot of people act different when they're on camera or not. Not to say there's anything wrong with that. Some people like to be very private. That's what I was thinking. One of the best things about being a YouTuber and a travel vlogger and going alone is you don't have to worry about asking people to film different parts because you're the only one there. So you can just film anytime. But if you go with someone else, they might not want you to film while they're like waking up or while they're like tired or while they haven't brushed their hair. I don't run into the brushing hair problem, but I'll definitely have to be careful of a runny nose. I tend to get that a lot on the road. Fucking hate runny noses, especially when you're trying to vlog. It's the worst. Now I try to do vlogging more honestly too, where I don't want everything to be like the perfect scene where no one's hair is out of place or whatever. I don't really care about making everything like a film production. I much prefer watching just regular vlog style, so that's kind of what I like making too. And not just because I'm lazy and can't do that. No, I'm very envious every time I watch people that are good at editing, because I suck at editing so bad. I'd really like to see someone who's good at editing edit the videos that I film in 360, because I bet you that a lot of people have told me when I'm filming is actually good. It's just not, I'm not doing good at editing it. Fuck. Editing is so hard. Alright, let's skip ahead. Yes, victory. Now, if anyone's ever like looking for projects to learn how to edit and they think they're just want to learn editing, definitely if you need something to edit, just let me know. I got tons of video that needs editing. The only thing is I can't really afford to pay editors, so that's the problem I'm in. So if anyone's just looking for volunteer work, you never know. Volunteer work can actually help build a resume though, right? Because if you do enough good editing projects and you have your name attached to it, next thing you know, someone might hire you to actually do a really good editing for them, right? That's how really you start off in the world. That's why I kind of miss it. A lot of times students these days, they almost anticipate getting everything for free and handed to them, and you don't really see the build it from scratch like we used to. Sometimes building it from scratch is half the fun. All right, complete advanced heroes, consume heroes. We'll do that quick just before I forget. Because, man, once I shut this game down and start doing paperwork, if I forgot to do something, we'll be fucked. Not in a good way. What time is it? 10 a.m. So that'll give me at least 3 or 4 hours to get some paperwork done. I feel bad for not contacting all the builders that got back to me, so I really got to get that done today. No, because a lot of them gave me really good estimates, and I might have to still go with it depending how everything unfolds. So I don't want to burn any bridges. Got to make sure I get back to everyone. Alright, so who was it? Zahid wanted to see our team. We got Alice 3-star. We got Genie up to 1 red star. We got Tengu still at 2. Everything else is pretty much the same. We did add Robin Hood just to see what she's like. We got her. She's not really that boosted yet. We should see if we got enough to boost her up another level. I doubt it, but let's check. That's the one thing I'm skeptical about. I'm like boosting up all these stars into ice heroes, and I really don't see them performing. Oh fuck, we only got 100. We need 6. So we still need, what is that, 583 or something? No, we are supposed to burn some scrolls for this new event, right? So maybe well, let's focus on finishing what we were supposed to. Yeah, we got an extra 100 flowers. Fucking A. Oh fuck, we can get an extra 50 flowers once we get these victories. Alright, so let's plow back the victories. Then we'll get the flowers. We'll plow that back. Jeez. Maybe I should grab some beers while we're at it. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't want to get carried away. YouTube's always about being within moderation, so we're definitely within moderation here. Yeah, thank everyone again for been watching that travel vlog video I did showing the storm damage in my city after that big epic storm. I think over 10 people died in it. Sadly, I was watching a video about a girl who was only 27. She went on a camping trip for the long weekend. Sadly, when the storm happened, they got caught by surprise because the government never issued any storm warnings. They didn't send the warnings on the phones. They normally just send you warnings about kidnappings at like 4 in the morning. So it wakes everyone up and they can't even do anything because they're in bed anyways. But the one time the government could have sent a warning and saved everyone's lives, they never did. So yeah, sadly the woman was camping and the storm came. And I don't know, like I don't think the campsite would have been sleeping because it was still early, right? So I guess they were just hiking outside under the trees, maybe running for cover. And then, yeah, one of the tree branches broke and it missed a whole bunch of people just narrowly, but she didn't make it. Hit her directly. Yeah, I don't even think they tried to revive her. She was just crushed. It was like, oh man. That's the one thing about camping, right? If even the animals don't get you, the fucking trees can. For God's sakes, man. Everything in nature is trying to kill you. You ever notice that? All the animals, all the trees, all the rocks, all the water, all the fire. Fuck Mother Nature. Always trying to kill you. Oh, now we're dying. That's what I get for making fun of Mother Nature. We'll try Fez. There we go. That's what I recommend. If anyone's like going through the veganism stage in their life, I think everyone tries it at one point. And you feel guilty about eating animals to boost your own health. It's like just go camping for a while. Once you see all the animals killing and eating each other, and how many times they try to kill and eat you, it sort of takes away a little of the guilt, right? You're like, holy fuck, man. If the tables were turned, they would eat you in 1 second. They wouldn't feel guilty about it at all. Who knows? Maybe animals do feel guilty when they eat each other, but I doubt it. Now, not to say people are animals, but I guess if you believe in evolution. I kind of believe in a hybrid of evolution. I believe like a creator created universe that evolves things on purpose. So even though things are evolving, it's still created. That's usually what it is, right? Most ideas are just a hybrid of other ideas. It's rare that an idea is exclusive to just one thing. Fuck, man. Who can we beat here? Let's try Mariachi. Ah, son of a whore. Yeah. Beat the Joker. Oh, yeah. Holy shit, we made it to 5 likes. How the hell is this possible? Thanks, everyone. I figured at this time of day wouldn't be a good one for recording, but I had some energy, so I was like, hey, if I got some energy, let's go do the clone evolution, and then we'll go do the paperwork after. And then I can go clean the pool. Or maybe I'll clean the pool and do the paperwork, but I gotta stop putting off the paperwork. Gotta face my fear and get it all done. Yeah, that's the one good thing about anxiety. If anyone's getting bad anxiety, not to offer advice, but no, once you conquer anxiety, it's like, man, the more intense anxiety you get and you conquer it, you feel that much more of a rush for defeating it. So it's like, sure, bad anxiety is bad and all, but man, if you can overcome it, what a rush. And if someone only has mild anxiety, they'll never know the rush you experience for overcoming such an incredible feat. It's kind of like the gym, right? Some people look at the gym and be like, oh man, there's so many weights here, but if you have more weights, you're likely to get stronger. Oh, I should have went for Slife. I think I could beat them. Let's try it. No! Alright, let's see where we are. Maybe we're wasting our things. No, we still need more. Alright, we'll just click it rapidly, because we got to try to get, what is it, 58, I think 58 battles, is that what it is? Alright, so let's try to win 58, see if that's what we need. Now, I remember actually meeting like a lot of really wealthy kids because I was always working for rich people. And yeah, the kids would always like talk to you about what it was like to be super rich, like to be the kid of a billionaire or something. And a lot of them told me it was actually really depressing. And I was like, well, what do you mean? And they're like, well, at their point in life, what could they ever accomplish that they would do that would outdo their parents? Because they really have parents that are like the most successful billionaires in the world, right? So how the hell are they ever going to outdo their parents, right? So they said they almost feel like being the kid of like a really rich person. No matter what you do, you're destined to fail compared to your parents. I know some people don't care, like, well, what their parents did and if they could outdo them or not. Like, I don't really look at it that way, but some people, it means the world to them. They're like, oh, I got to try to outdo what my parents did. So if you're born to, like, a billionaire, it's like, oh, God, how are you supposed to even have a chance? I think the depressing thing, too, is never having a challenge. Everything just being handed to you all the time would kind of get annoying, right? I know, as weird as it sounds, I think trying to get stuff is usually half the fun, right? If you just get it all the time, there's no fun in trying. The whole tease element, right? Oh, come on. Yeah, that's what I was kind of surprised. Like, knowing so many rich people and I used to work for them, it was a lot of suicides. And a higher ratio. It's like you always think that people that are so rich would be so happy, but no, they're killing themselves. Shouldn't laugh. It's terrible, but it's a fucked up thing. Everyone envies them, and then they're killing themselves. So, what a weird world. Now, I'm sure not all rich people kill themselves, but yeah. Some of them are probably able to handle the depression better than others. That's why I kind of like being middle class. Because, well, I shouldn't even say I'm more in poverty class at this point, but yeah, once you reach middle class, it is kind of good balance, right? Like, you don't have too much decline where like you're living in a gutter or something, but at least you still have a challenge. So it's like, it's a good balance, right? So it's almost like you're in trouble if you get too much into the poverty or too much into the good times. You have to stay somewhat mediocre if you're really going for success. All right, so let's see, Duplo Lego. Let's just check out our team. I think one time we actually did beat our team. Wouldn't it be funny if we could again? It's coming to the point where a lot of the levels that are heroes are almost the same as hers, except for the red stars and the Bifel. Or not Bifel. What's this guy's name again? Odin? No, not Odin. Maybe no, it's not Bifel. That's the healer. Whatever. Let's try the team. Who could we switch to improve? I think that's all good. How bad will Duplo Lego beat us? Oh, she's freezing us. Hero is mocking the ice team. I should have guessed. Oh, Suzo got frozen right when he needed to do his special. Oh, everyone's dead. Everyone! Alright, well, let's try that one more time, man. We started off so good and the ice hit us, so if we see her again, let's try a few times. Maybe we can come up with a combination that can beat Lego. We'll come up with a triple Lego. Maybe a little bit of ice to freeze her. Yeah, because we really weren't healing much. Because if we can turn the ice around, maybe we'll freeze some of her. Oh, I should have put it on ice. That probably would have froze better. Oh, fuck. We're all frozen. She didn't freeze at all. What the hell? She must have good antifreeze. Alright, we're done again. Let's try changing it to ice. I think that'll do it. If we can even face her again. We'll put it on quick until they give her back. Oh. Sanic is always hard, eh? Fuck, even with the ice guy, we still couldn't beat him. Can't beat him. No, the trick is to try to memorize all the heroes that you have a chance at beating, so then you don't even have to look at the team anymore. You just know them by name. Be like, oh, I can beat... Oh, here she is, Lego. So, let's try ice. I don't think it'll make a difference, but... You think? Would it? Turn the table of ice against her? Oh, again we started off frozen and she didn't. What the hell? It's probably because she has 3 ice team players and we only have 2. I could put in a 3rd, but will it really matter? Fuck. Man, that Bifeld guy, man, does he ever hit hard, eh? Finally we froze some of them, but it was too late. We needed that ice sooner. Or was that ice when we needed it? Fuck. Come on. Can't beat Sempel either. Fuck. I remember we used to be able to beat Slife. I don't know what happened. He must have really upgraded his team. Or she. Can't beat them anymore. Or other genders. Not to mock other genders. They exist. Oh yeah, it's because I have our team all set differently. Joker's like, oh, no healer. See? That changed. Alright, let's just speed this up and try to beat people faster. That's what she said. There we go. No, because really, we got so much other stuff to do. Let's just finish this part quick. Hey, Dice Dodgy, how's it going? He's from Lelanders. Oh yeah, I shared the Lelanders anniversary in the Discord. Of over 2 years we've been doing the show. I figured as much. Because I was like, dear God, did I really age that fast so quickly? And then like, actually it was 2 years, so it wasn't really that quick. Or I guess it still was, but no, it's like I definitely had a lot less gray when the show started. It was at the point where I could still pluck it out. Well, everyone ages over time. And I do got the hair dye, so I'll have to start using it again. I just get so used to wanting to see what it looks like gray, and I don't like it. Now, at least I can see how gray it gets. It's pretty gray. Most of the gray's in this part, so it's not at least all gray. Getting there, though. Pretty quick. And gray hair, can be proud of it, too. Some people really love gray hair. I'm not really a big fan of it yet. Maybe it'll come with age. Now, usually when aging usually changes your, like, what is it, preferences, right? So hopefully as you get older, maybe gray hair becomes more attractive. There's another Lelanders. Oh, it's Dice Dodgy again. How's it going, man? We're killing you. Aren't you glad you joined? Just kidding. Oh, that was terrible. I was hoping we could win that occasionally. Did anyone keep track? Did we win 40 matches yet? I don't think we did. If we can only fight Fez 40 times in a row. Jeez Louise. Oh, even Joker's beating us. The hell. Now, if anyone needs help beating the arena, speak now or forever hold your peace. We're almost done the event. Alright, I'm starting to get nauseous from clicking this button. We gotta go and check. Could be over. Oh, almost. We still need a bit more, sadly. If anyone wants to guess how much that is, it's 20 minus 8. 12, is it? Alright, maybe I'll just try not looking. That's what she said. Oh man, that was a bad one. Yeah, sometimes if you don't look, it's not as bad, right? Oh, I played Sanic. I was thinking, geez, maybe we can beat this one. And I look up, oh, Sanic. Seems like we're just losing over and over. Come on, I gotta pick better battles. There we go. Mocha. No! Alright, enough battles against Mocha. Stick to Fez. Fez and Les. We can beat both of those. I don't know, for some reason I could have swore we beat Miriachi once, but not again. Fuck, man, they just don't give us any battles we can win. Oh, there we are, Dimitri. Thanks, man. Joker! There we go, another victory. Victory is ours! Nick. Oh, fuck. Sanic again. I could have went with Dice Dodgy. You idiot! Les. We can beat the Leses. Shackle. Yeah, let's just try the refresh button so we don't get so many losses in here. Victory! Fuck! Shackle, Miriachi. You can't beat any of these. Let's try Big Me. Ah, I had a feeling we wouldn't beat him. Oh, come on. Oh, there it is, Les. Thank you, Les. Sub and Les. Try to remember those. Alright, let's check, see what we got now. I think that was enough. Looks like it was. Yes, we went one over. That wasn't so bad. If any of the viewers were counting, it must have been like, stop, stop. At least we only did one. Alright, so we got all of those. We got the extra flowers. Let's go check out the underwear adventures. What kind of underwear will we get next? I like the sounds of that trip. 3Ds. Yes, 3Ds. Alright, who should we bring? Anyone got an idea? Healer. That looks good, right? Oh, that's not enough attackers. Let's go with Suzo. Where are we going? Westward, oh. If anyone's wondering why I'm sucking a hose all the time, it's because the vaporizer tank is sadly full. So it's full of this really expensive honey oil and I gotta drain it. Draining the hose, nothing more tedious. Stay at current level or next level? Let's go next. Oh, we're almost at level 30. We can't really go up next. Ooh, 3Bs. Oh, fucking A. Fuck. Yes. Oh, wait, we can do one of these to upgrade it to A. That's what George would say. So let's go for one, see if it upgrades it to A. Did that change it to A? No. Try again. Yes, boss quality went up to A. Fucking right. See if we can actually beat it. We're at level 28. I'm almost thinking I should have Monk in there. Really tear him a new one, but Suzo, more life. Let's try that. I don't know, what would the viewers pick? Would they pick a better team, the 4? That was reminding me when I was a kid and we had to escape a house fire. And my parents were like, you know what? Take 1 or 2 toys and then you're allowed to run out of the house. So I grabbed, well, I looked at my whole entire collection of toys and I'm like, which 2 toys out of all my favorite toys am I going to save from the house fire? It's a pretty scary situation, right? It reminds me of Clone Evolution though. Which heroes are you going to bring? If you don't bring the right ones, you'll die. Stay at current level. Let's go next level. We just wiped the shit out of that one. Fucking right. Alright, let's try next battle. B. B. Ah, fuck you. No! Yes. Alright, we could try more. See if we can upgrade to A again. George would say true, try it. Boss attack. Oh shit. Oh, another boss attack. Holy fuck. Oh, lowered the boss. Oh, let's try it. We got a lot of defense in there, so if anyone's got the D to survive this, it's this team. Genie, Alice, Triple Hull Suzo. Oh yeah, we're just tearing him a new one. He is only a B after all. Yeah, we could have this up a level. Holy shit, 600 ties. That's looking good. Looking good. That's not what she said. 3 Bs? Holy fuck, 3 Bs again? Son of a bitch, we gotta try it again. Oh, we lowered the boss. Oh, we increased it. Fuck, man, we're burning all of our fucking shit. They're not giving us anything. You whore. I'm just kidding. Not a thing wrong with whores. Let's go, battle. Boss successfully defeated. Next level. Holy shit, we're at 31. This is higher than George recommends going. Ooh, 3 Cs. Fucking trash. What do the viewers say? Keep pumping the level until we learn our lesson? I know 30 does sound like a pretty round number to stop at. Maybe we should stop at 33. 33 is good for me. It's the Mason degree. Yeah, let's go up one more level. We'll never learn. Or 32nd degree. Maybe that's a good degree, right? Oh no! They're gonna give us 3 Bs again. Better not. Whoa, 3 Cs. Oh, it's the 3 Bs. Son of a... Oh. Oh. No. Oh, line up +1. Or minus. Line up. Yeah, +1. I see line minus up +1. Alright. So we're allowed to bring more heroes. Holy shit. That's weird. Bring Tengu? I don't know who to bring here. Oh yeah, let's bring Monk for the fun of it. See, I could just tear him a new one. Yeah, once we get Monk in here, we'll be like, oh, why'd you ever leave me out of the team? Boom. Oh yeah, he hit him so hard he knocked him dizzy. Yeah, I think we gotta keep pushing this level up, man. Like, these bosses aren't even offering any resistance. Even with Monk in here. You notice that? Every time Monk hits him, he usually goes dizzy. Yeah, let's go up one more level. It's the only way we'll learn. Will we learn? Will we? Oh, the A's. The A's is where it's at. Fuck. 3 Ds. Alright, we'll try it anyway. Yeah, that's a good question. I was thinking the game actually came up with a bit of a flaw. One of the viewers just mentioned it. Who was it? Not Springo? Cyringo? I don't know. Anyways, I tried. That appears one of the major flaws, is once you open the rescue capsule and you put people in it, you can't take them out. Let's go up one more level. Teach us a good lesson. Now, I'll show what I mean. If you go here to the rescue capsule, where is it? Darwin Lab, rescue capsule, excuse me. You got a list of heroes, and you unlock all these spots, right? So when you don't have anyone in these spots, you can just leave it blank. But once you put a hero in it, there's always a hero stuck in it. So you really can't just take them out, right? There always has to be swapped with another hero. You can't just leave it blank. And if anyone's wondering why would you want to leave it blank, there's probably a few reasons, but one of the reasons I noticed is when you go to the Darwin Lab and you want to try to increase your heroes and see what they're like, you can't if they're linked. So it's nice if you can unlink them so you can actually still see what they'll upgrade to. Obviously, you can just go here and check manually, but it's kind of annoying, right? I'd rather just be able to unlink some of these guys so you could really see what they are every time you have to try to evolve people. Now, one of the tricks to get around this problem is if you get a huge list of heroes that are like useless, that you'll never use for anything, then you can just swap it with those. So then it won't always interfere with it. I don't know if anyone else knows another reason why you'd want to unlock everyone from the Darwin Center instead of having the rescue capsule full. Just take them all out. Maybe there's another reason. There must be a few reasons, because I'm sure I didn't know all the reasons. Oh yeah, we could play this today, so let's try it. See what we unlock next. So I don't know, maybe in a future update they'll change that. Because I was thinking there's quite a few things they need future updates for. Definitely the chips, because eventually you max out how many chips you can carry, and there's no way to get rid of them. So it's like, dear God, that's such an annoying feature. They should really have a way to sell the chips. If anyone knows a way to sell them, just let me know. I know there's a way you can spend money to get rid of them, but I don't really want to keep doing that. I'd rather just sell them, right? Why do I have to spend to get rid of the chips? It just seems so weird, because when the beginning of the game, you always need more chips, so you're trying to get more and more and more. But then eventually your inventory maxes out, and you can't get rid of them. Obviously, you can just use them, but if you use all the chips, you'll eventually max out all your heroes. And then once you've maxed out all the heroes' chips, you can't get rid of them anymore. So you have all these chips coming in, nothing you can do, other than like giving them to really low-level heroes and then consuming them. But man, that's so time-consuming. Why don't they just have a sell button? Yeah, I can literally spend hours just moving around the chips. It's like, fuck, I don't want to do that. Just put a sell button. I've already maxed it all. Yeah, that's what it is, right? I've been playing Clone Evolution for 2 years or more, and I deposited $100, so I'm really reaching the end of the game. Obviously, there's still the Hunger Games ahead of me. I haven't reached that level yet, but who knows, maybe one day. Oh yeah, big chest. Oh, complete garbage in it. Fuck, should have seen that coming. Premature cheering. Yeah, if you look at the epic, it actually ends with a road. Like, go all the way to the end. If you look, it ends at a road. So I was thinking maybe epic really isn't the end, and it'll just keep going with like a new bonus stage. I hope. Because why else would it be a road? You think if this was the last level, there'd be like a giant base and it would say congratulations, you made it to the end or whatever. So we'll see when we get there. It's still a fair ways away. Oh, the other thing I forgot to check is what hero did we unlock there? Oh, Putin. Everyone's favorite hero right now. Alright, let's see. Let's go back to the one we need. And it's in Legendary. Yeah. See that? Memory's just killing it. It only took 2 years. See, the turtle, it can win the race. Or tortoise. Only takes a few years. Hey, Steadfast, welcome back. Holy shit, we've been recording that long? Yeah, I guess 2.5 hours. Holy shit. Advanced. Collect it. Yeah. Alright. Even some purple potions. Alright, so what were we doing again? Oh yeah, the adventure. Oh yeah, we stopped to talk to the viewers. I was trying to remember, why the hell did we stop the adventure? Oh no, not 3Bs again. Oh, thank God, C's. Yeah, did you even leave and come back, or are you just still getting ready to go? What time is it now? 10:45. Yeah, so you're probably still just getting ready to go. I know court cases in my city, if you have to go to court, usually takes the whole day, because it'll get remanded over and over and they make you wait in line. So some people end up going to court like 30 times before the case actually even seen. Yeah, I think other countries are like that too. Sometimes you get caught in court limbo. You can just be stuck in jail forever and your case hasn't even been seen. That's kind of how when I go to the casino too. Every time I go to the casino, I kind of assume the worst. I'm like, oh shit, I'm just gonna lose all my money. So when it happens, when I leave, it's not that devastating because I'm like, oh, I kind of already assumed the worst. I don't know, the casinos around town, they used to have better odds, or maybe it was just easier to win. I don't know what, but yeah, I want to see how bad this battle goes. Not that we're just skipping the difficulty harder and harder, and we're almost dying. I'm pretty sure they still can't even hit us. Yeah, if they can't hit us, we'll boost it up. Uh-oh, we're getting close to an A. That's what I figured. They'd probably stop giving us A anyways, so we might as well just boost up the level. Although I've noticed we boosted it twice now and it really didn't give us any more rewards. You know what it is? I'm trying to put off doing the paperwork so badly that I'm like, hey, let's just stream a little bit longer. Oh, I gotta finish that paperwork. Gotta get all those emails written. No, who knows? Maybe if I put my foot down and just try to do the paperwork fast, I can really finish it in an hour or two. So I won't have to spend all day doing it. Oh fuck, I gotta check the battery situation too. Yeah. Alright, it did go up a reward a little bit, so let's go next level. He still can't even hit us, for God's sakes. Uh-oh, 3 A's or B's. One of them is happening. Oh, fuck the B's. Let's try, oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, no. 1 lineup down and 2 boss attacks. Alright, we're gonna get our ass wiped here. Wow. Talk about a shit show. Alright, so who can we leave behind now? This is our only chance. Let's try it. Here we'll learn how badly we fucked ourselves. Oh my god, he's killing us in 1 hit. This is not good. We need to stun him and quick. Come on, can we ever stun him? For God's sakes. There, he's stunned. We should have brought an attacker, right? Like, what was I thinking? We got no one to attack him with. It's a team of all defense. Yeah, because I bet you if I had Monk in there instead of Genie, or even Suzo, he'd be hitting him so hard that he would be dying. And we wouldn't have to be hitting him like a million times. Fuck. But if we did, would we even survive long enough? That's the question. Looks like he's hitting so hard that if we didn't have Genie, I don't know. What do the viewers think? I should have just brought someone else, right? If I would have brought Monk, it would have been over. we would have already killed him. How many stages do we get? Not enough to beat him. Alright, we'll just pack one more set of bowls. It's not that many. And we'll wrap up the rest of the game. We'll give a shout out to everyone in the chat. Oh fuck man, this weed is too chunky. I'm just gonna grind it again. Now I use a President's Choice grinder. I should have guessed it. Everything I use is President's Choice. I drink President's Choice beer. I drink President's Choice apple juice. I'm using a President's Choice grinder. Yeah, sad part, it looks like it's going to come down to the last hit. He'll have like 3 hits left. And we're out of rounds. Alright, that's better. Now with my vaporizer, the only way you can get a really thick cloud is if you cut the weed up to like a powder. If it's chunky at all, it doesn't really vaporize as good. I think it's something to do about how much airflow it needs. If it's crystallized, it can get air through it faster. If it's chunky, it takes too long, it doesn't come out quick enough. Then you end up with a weak cloud, like the Volcano vaporizer makes. Volcano vaporizer is okay, but I'd only say it's about maybe 2% as strong as this. Oh, fuck, man. 40. We got 10 rounds left. Can we beat that much health bar in 10 rounds? Come on. You can do it. No. No. The humanity. Fuck. 47. Look how much is left. We just keep missing. Don't miss now. Not now. Oh, we're done for. Last round. Oh, we beat him. Oh my god. What are the odds? Right down to the last hit. Holy shit. Skip to the next level? Alright, stay at current level. Wow, that's what you call a photo finish. Jesus. 50 rounds. It lasted until the very last one. Jesus. Oh, man. You know, sometimes luck isn't always against you, right? That was incredible. Alright, let's go to green. No. Let's go to... Yeah, no. I kept saying I should bring monk, so let's do it. Let's give a shout out to the viewers while I'm still remembering. Steadfast, Augusto, Zahid, and not Spryringo. Sorry, I'll probably pronounce your name correct after a year or two. Let's give everyone a shout out applause. Jeez. My hand power, I was like, what the hell? I can barely hear it. No, usually my echo clap I can get to go much louder than a normal clap. Alright, so let's wrap this up. I'll go do my paperwork, go clean the pool, and hopefully it won't be 10 o'clock. No, if it's not, or if it is, I get everything done, and maybe we'll do that, the trip stream. I'll do a preview for all the viewers, explaining what I'm hoping to all get accomplished this trip. Should be a pretty wild adventure. It's a little bit overwhelming, but hey, I've been stuck indoors for like 2 or, well, yes, how many years? Since 2018. So God, yeah, I've been stuck indoors for a while, so I shouldn't get that anxiety. I definitely overdue for an adventure. And I don't have to accomplish everything. If even I get 1 or 2 things done, that'll be neat. And even if I fail at everything, at least I tried. Watch, I'll film everything and lose the camera on the way home. No! Alright, stay at current level. We don't want to get carried away. Saying after going 50 rounds. There we go. Oh, thanks. I hope you have a beautiful day as well. Yeah, the beaver house thing. I forgot about that. Yeah, wouldn't that be interesting if all of a sudden McGarry became part of like a native reserve, so they're allowed to smell, or not sell tobacco and cheap gas? Because then all of a sudden McGarry would get a huge gas station, huge tobacco sales place. Unless there's a reserve that's already selling that shit cheap somewhere. Yeah, that would be wild. And I guess there would be the cultural thing too. It wouldn't be neat to see some more natives around. I don't think I've seen any natives on all my trips up north yet. I was always wondering that. I was like, when I traveled up north, would I see more natives? And actually not really yet. I was hoping to meet, yeah, some of the elders and ask them what it's like, the history there. No luck there yet. Well, obviously it's probably because I'm not going on the reserve. If I went on the reserve, there are probably going to be lots of natives. Who knows how big the reserves are there? I haven't been yet. Oh, no kidding. Steadfast is Indian as well. Or non-status Indian. Wow, that's cool. No, it's interesting how many people I end up living with that are native or hanging out with, and I don't even realize it until later. Stay at current level. Next level. Yeah, let's stay. Yeah, the Beaver House is kind of an interesting name. I don't think I've ever really encountered it before. Oh, 3 days. Yeah, let's do the battle. Yeah, we still got so many flowers to go. I don't want to make this a 3-hour stream, for God's sakes. No, I said I was going to do some more because longer streams because we're going on the trip soon, but this is really pushing it. Let's try to speed it up. We got 2:48. Holy shit. We got to speed up here. We'll skip it when it comes time to the battle, so it's not taking forever. Stay at level, yes. Oh, and the community centers are called Beaver House. Oh, that'd be cool. No, I know beavers are usually a very popular animal. I know some people make fun of the name, but... No, it is kind of a neat animal how it can actually digest wood. It's like, what the fuck, right? Who would have thought an animal could eat wood? Yeah, that's what I keep forgetting, is every time I need to use a washroom, I'm up north. I live just like across the street from a community center. So really I have a washroom that I could use as long as they're open. I hope. I don't know if the community center probably has very limited hours. I'll have to find out. But I'm pretty sure I'll be able to fix the washroom at my house. Let's hope. Because if I have my own washroom, that'll definitely get rid of some of the homesickness. Because I'll be like, alright, at least I have my own washroom. Might have to put up some temporary walls. I think the rest of the washroom is demolished, but put in a temporary sink. If it flushes, that's the main goal. Stay in current level. Now I keep looking at the picture that my grandfather faced when he moved and got his first farm. And the farmhouse that he bought was basically in ruins. It was like 100-year-old house in ruins. And he was able to buy that place and fix it up so mint that you would never guess that it wasn't brand new. Or at least middle-aged house. Yeah, he even put a pool and everything. So to think he went from like a 100-year-old shack, fixed it all up, and so I'm not really facing even a challenge half as bad as my grandfather had. So hopefully I can do okay. Gotta hand it to that generation, eh? Man, they were resourceful. Hey, Mako! Is there a good place that shows the heroes are in meta? Or you know what heroes are stronger? Yeah, a good place to check out the heroes. Let's check it out. Usually when it comes to checking out the heroes, there's two ways. There's either the hero chart, so you can check them all out this way, but that's a little bit excessive. Usually I just go with the Darwin. If you go on the Darwin, you click this weird icon here. I don't know why they just don't call it heroes. So you click it and then it shows you all your heroes. And when it ranks them, this is the system that actually ranks what heroes are best, I think. Because if you look here, these are like the weaker heroes. And as you go up, it gets into the stronger ones. So this is the weaker, starts getting stronger, 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 super strong by the end. So you can sort of see that pattern continues. Weak at first, stronger as it goes. I don't know if that's really a pattern or I'm just making it up, but it seems that way. Yeah, because these ones are super strong, right? And they're right at the end. Maybe not here, because this guy would be down here if that was the case. So it must be just a coincidence. But really, it seems that way to me. If you go down the list, they do seem to get stronger. But Alice should be right at the end. Maybe in between, yeah, Alice and two dragons, that's how it should end. As far as combination of heroes, I don't really know the combination system. I think, oh yeah, if you make all the teams water, that's what a lot of people like the combination of. I don't think a whole water team is really worth it, but some people do it and get good success. I kind of just mix the team. I like the whole multicultural teams. Best of everything. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for tuning in the show. You can like and share. There's a Facebook group that has the show that I used to post it in, so if you want to post it there, that always helps. Sometimes I would still do it, but usually I'm just too lazy. I don't get around to posting, and I don't like to self-post all the time either. It feels like too much spam. Self-post maybe once or twice a year. Alright, so we do need some more heroes, but we really need to finish this adventure. But the adventure's got a few days left, so maybe we'll just save that for another episode. I forgot, that one's got 80 hours. So if we can do those a bit later, we got the tavern done, we got the fighter carnival done. Alright, so I think we're okay. We got everything we needed done. Sadly, we didn't reach enough tokens to get any of these heroes, but at least that makes the decision easier which one to buy. None of them. Alright. Clones. So yeah, next episode we're going to try to do some clone draws. Hopefully we can get some luck with that. Maybe we should do some right now just to see. Here's the ones we're trying to match. I really doubt we'll get him. Oh, we can win Anderson. That'd be nice. Oh, the replacement event. Holy shit, we can replace for a Goddess of Moon. That'd be worth it. I've never heard of this Senodec chick. Does anyone know if she's any good? Her name sounds a little bit off. Be careful how you say that 3 times fast. Senodec. Alright, so yeah, we'll do all that stuff. Yeah, so next episode we're going to do some clone draws. And looks like we have quite a few scrolls we can burn. We're going to burn this one, all of these ones. Probably some more of these. We're trying to get lightning heroes, so for God's sakes, I hope we get some lightning. Yeah, so that's the direction we're going. And if we get enough lightning heroes, we'll be able to make a new hero. Even a new red. So hopefully that's what we'll do next episode. Alright, so let's go to the fire screen. If you happen to get any of the red scrolls that you burn in your vaporizer and they taste like shit, give the show a dislike. But if it doesn't happen, you give the show a like and a share. Really appreciate it. Just make sure never buy the products from my sponsor.
Because it will ruin your life.
Bye for now, everyone. See you later. Take care. Thanks for watching. And yeah, I'll try to do that up north special soon. We'll break down all the adventure parts of the trip, and it is a little bit overwhelming how many things we're going to try to get done, but hopefully we won't get overwhelmed and we'll still have a fun trip. Alright, so yeah, see you later, everyone. Bye for now. Good luck in finishing the adventure. Don't forget, only a few more days so you can do it. Later. Holy shit, almost 10 likes. Thanks, everyone. Wow, this was a good time to stream.